come up with an answer on the offensive end. With an answer on the other end. With a nice pass out of the double team. He didn't try to force the issue by going 1-on-2. He made the smart play and passed it back out for the assist. Able to shoot it over the defender. Able to hit even with a ham in his face. Clear everyone out of the way and the shooter knocked down the shot. Well, we saw some weak positioning by. They saw an opportunity to run a post play and took advantage. Is doing a terrific job of passing out of the double team. As soon as the double team came, he got rid of it. A nice job of setting his teammate up for the bucket. Another big basket. They're doing a nice job of protecting the lead. We're seeing some very solid offensive production during this stretch. With a nice pass to score the bucket, he's dangerous when he gets the ball down low. The onslaught continues. He's hit several in a row during this stretch. When he's in the zone, low lead is safe. With a nice pass to score the bucket, he's dangerous when he gets the ball down low. Knocked the ball in the low post and was able to finish. Great execution inside. Gave up that basket too easily, Boots. They need to find a way to contain the other team on offense. Went for the steal, which allowed the offensive player to get open. He picked the wrong time to gamble on defense. It was a lack of effort defensively on that play. The help side defense was nowhere to be found. Dora, he hits the tough shot. He had to readjust his shot to avoid a defender, and he makes it anyway. Need to have a defender on the ball at all times. The other team will have no problem knocking down shots if they're left open. These teams have had equal success in the field during this game. It's been a good matchup so far. You know, part of playing good team basketball is getting back down the floor to protect the basket. Are not getting the job done, Boots. The double team came way too late. The second player has to rotate immediately in order for the double team to be effective. Was calling for the ball down low, got the pass, and made the shot. That was an excellent post-up. They got him the ball in the position to score. Got the pass down low and did a nice job of completing the basket. Made a nice pass down low and scored the basket. Able to hit even with a ham on his face. Are working hard defensively, but the other team is red hot from the field. The isolation play was executed to perfection. Great job finishing the play. He isolated the defender 1-on-1 and took advantage of him. The offense called the right play. They made the right call, clearing the floor and isolating the defender. That was an impressive play. The ball handler called for the isolation and beat his defender. Did not look very organized defensively on that possession. A defensive rotation could have prevented that basket. Had to double clutch to avoid the block. He absorbs the defender's contact and he makes it anyway. Tough shot that time. Picked the right time to run an isolation play. The shooter made it look easy. Has no problem scoring, but what's more impressive is his unselfishness and his ability to make great passes. Is having a hard time slowing down the other team offensively. They need to get a defensive stop to avoid getting discouraged. The defensive pressure on that possession was not very impressive. They need to make it harder for the other team to score. Has to be careful when they gamble on defense. The missed steal costed their basket. Did not look very strong defensively on that possession. It was a complete lack of communication, Dora. No one made an effort to help out. They've had a lot of success at the offensive end. Their opponent is not shooting nearly as well. That basket was too easy, Dora. A very poor effort by. That's several in a row. His spectacular play continues. The other team has no hope of winning this game if they don't find a way to slow him down. They are having a very difficult time containing the other team. They are moving well on defense, but it's tough to slow down a team that's on a roll. Could have prevented that basket with the foul. He should have made him earn the 2 points from the line. He worked to get good post position, received the pass, and did a nice job of finishing inside. Does not look very active defensively. I agree, Dora. He has to do a much better job of defending around the basket. The defensive breakdown resulted in an easy basket. It was too easy for the offensive player to drive past his defender. Showing a lack of aggressiveness. Yeah, Dora. He should have committed the foul to stop the basket and force his man to hit some free throws for those points. Able to avoid the block to drain that shot. What a play! Dora, the defense had no one there to pick up the offensive player. That basket was too easy, Boots. Could have prevented that basket. The defense should have rotated to pick up the man with the ball. Was close enough that he should have gone for the foul. It was a mistake to give up to such an easy basket. They are not playing at a very high level defensively. They need to do a much better job of cutting off the dribble penetration. They are getting good looks on offense and scoring the basketball. The other team better be careful here. Are trying to stop them, Boots, but nothing is working. It's tough to slow down a team that gets hot from the field. Passed it into the low post and got a tough basket in the paint. The defensive pressure was not very impressive on that play. You're right, Dora. They left him open and he made the shot. Did not do a good job of communicating defensively during that possession. They left a man wide open on the perimeter. Feeding him the ball in the mismatch. A nice play that time to get them an easy bucket. Well, the other team looks unstoppable right now. They're applying good defensive pressure. There's not much they can do. He's knocking down shots and helping his team protect the lead. He's showing the touch, Boots. The other team has to be concerned with his strong play. The other team needs to do a better job of challenging his shots. He's showing the touch and looking unstoppable at the offensive end. He is feeling it right now. He's hit several nice shots in a row. His team needs him to keep scoring if they're going to erase this deficit. Showing patience on offense and getting good looks. Yeah, Dora, they are shooting a much better percentage and they have the lead. It's a very bad sign for the other team when he gets hot. They need to make some defensive adjustments and try to keep the ball out of his hands. The shots keep falling. The rest of the team needs to step it up if they want to win this game. Is having its share of problems at the defensive end. It's tough to win games playing lazy defense. Are trying to gamble on defense, but they need to be careful. That time, it costed them a basket. Another basket. Their offense is heating up, Dora. It's been an impressive stretch, but they are still behind. Gets the bucket with the defense right in his face. What a shot! Saw the mismatch and fed him the ball. That was great recognition that time. Was 2 passes, Boots. He should have fouled the offensive player and sent him to the line. Boots, that's now several shots in a row. This team looks unstoppable right now on the offensive end. Yep, this game could be out of reach soon if the other team does not find a way to score. Dora, this team has been getting good production so far in the paint. It has been a good matchup so far between these two teams. Yep. If they could get good looks from down low, Boots, this could be an easy game for them. Dora, the defense did not do a very good job of communicating. They left a man wide open on the perimeter, and he made that shot look so easy. He is trying to help his team come back for the win. They still have to make those shots count, get good looks in the paint, find the hoop, and then cut into the lead. He is trying to help his team cut into the lead here in the second half. They just got to play smart basketball and on defense pressure the ball and get some easy baskets. Dora, they look unstoppable right now. They've hit several shots in a row during this stretch. Yep. This game could be out of reach soon if they don't find a way to score. With a nice move to score the bucket. He's dangerous when he gets the ball down low. How about that play, Dora? He drained the bucket over the defender's head. What a shot that was, Dora. Yet it was a nice shot, Boots. He drained it over the defender. What a play that was. Dora, that was a difficult shot to make, but he makes it anyway. Tough shot that was, Dora. It sure was. A heads-up play to recognize they have the advantage. That was a definite mismatch, and he got him the ball when he needed it. They need to really tighten up the defense. The offensive player is going to score every time if he's left that open. With a terrible defensive effort, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. Is making an effort defensively, but the other team is on fire from the field. They are hitting tough shots, Dora. This team needs to keep up the defensive pressure. It was too easy for the offense offensive player to drive past his defender. They need to step up their defensive intensity. That was a terrible defensive play. The opposing player was allowed to drive inside and score with very little resistance. With a nice dish on that play, he saw the defender coming and knew exactly where to find his teammate. A good look on that play. They need to make it harder for the offensive player to get to the basket. They can't afford to play lazy defense and give up easy scores.